Hello viewers, this is Sourav in the studio and you are watching Rundown only on Prag Digital. Let's have a look at today's top stories from the regional news headlines. Sex racket busted in Hojai. 14 teenage girls rescued from trafficking. The Hojai police busted a major sex racket in Hojai's Moradhar area and rescued 14 teenage girls who were being readied for transportation to other countries. As per sources, the racket was busted in Jamuna village in the area. One person and 3 women have been arrested in connection to the case. The girls were supposed to be transported to the other countries yesterday when the police intercepted the gang of traffickers after acting on a tip-off. An investigation is underway to find other people in connection with the case. Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal launches Bhasha, Gaurav and Pragyan Bharati schemes. Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal on Monday launched the Bhasha, Gaurav and Pragyan Bharati schemes of state government at Srimanto Honkodev Kalakshetra under Bhasha Gaurav scheme. 21 indigenous Sahitya Sabha of the state have been provided a total of 43 crore as a contribution towards their corpus funds. Under the scheme, 600 writers of the state have also been provided rupees 50,000 each to help in their literary activities. On the other hand, a total of 3,26,046 college students were given rupees 1,500 each through direct transfer to their bank accounts under Pragyan Bharati scheme for purchasing textbooks. A total of rupees 161 crore was also reimbursed to colleges under Pragyan Bharati scheme for free admission of 4 lakh eligible students. MOU signed. Improvement for land record management under Assam Survey and Settlement Training Center on Monday signed a memorandum of understanding with the Northeast Space Applications Center for 5 years of improvement of land record management in the state. Jogan Mohan, Minister of State for Revenue and Disaster Management, hailed NESAC for coming forward in his connection. He informed the gathering about the 3 major components of the MOU, which include free-of-cost certificate and diploma courses by NESAC at ASSTC for producing trade individuals in order to generate employment, updated GIS-based technology usage for better land management and conducting research projects, seminars, workshops, etc. in the field of modern land management. Now let's have a look at today's national news headlines. 12 toddlers given sanitizer drops instead of polio drops in Maharashtra. 12 children aged 0 to 5 years were given hand sanitizer instead of oral polio vaccine in a village in Yamatmal district of Maharashtra, about 700 km from state capital of Mumbai. An official said on Monday. The affected children, all below 5 years of age, were admitted to a government hospital where their condition is said to be stable. The district official said, adding that 3 healthcare workers will face action for the lapse. The incident was reported on Sunday at a primary healthcare center in a village when the National Pulse Polio Vaccination drives. Yamatmal Jilla Parishad CEO Shri Krishna Panchal said 12 children below 5 years of age were given sanitizer instead of polio drops. Farmers Union calls for nationwide chakka jam on February 6. The Farmers Union announced a nationwide chakka jam on February 6 when they would lock national and state highways for 3 hours in protest against the internet ban in the areas near their agitation sites. Harassment allegedly meted out to them by authorities and the issues addressing the media. The union leaders at the Singhu border said that they will block the roads between 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. on February 6th. They also alleged that the farmers have been ignored in the union budget 2021 and 22, and water and power supply have been curtailed at their protest venues. CBSE Class 10 and 12 board exams timetable to be released today. The timetable for the Central Board of Secondary Education Board Exam 2021 and Class 10 and 12 will be released today. Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank confirmed when released, the date sheet will be available on his official website cbse.gov.in. The CBSE board exam for Class 10 and 12 is scheduled to be held from May 4th to June 20. 2021. The admit cards for the same are likely to be distributed in April. The syllabus has been reduced by 30% due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now let's have a look at today's international news headlines. Nepal bans 2 Indian mountaineers for 10 years. The Ministry of Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation in Nepal has imposed a 10-year ban on 2 Indian mountaineers, restricting them from climbing any peak in Nepal after they produced a fake document to say that they had climbed the Mount Everest in May 2016. Narendra Singh Yadav and Seema Rani Goswami claimed that they had attempted to climb the world's tallest peak and received a certificate from Nepal Department of Tourism, which was later challenged by some summiters who claimed that they did not see Yadav or Goswami at the top of Mount Everest. Both Yadav and Goswami were part of a 15-member international team, citing the claim made by the other team members. Several international media houses reported that both Yadav and Goswami were not able to reach the top of Everest after their health condition deteriorated. A complaint was registered against them at Nepal Tourism Department, following which a team was formed to probe the matter. Dubai shuts bars until end of month after coronavirus surge. Dubai on Monday ordered bars and pubs to close until the end of the month to suppress a spike in coronavirus cases after tourists flocked to the emirate over the holiday period. The closure, effective from Tuesday, are among a raft of steps taken in response to rising violations of preventive measures. Authorities said in a statement, indoor venues including cinemas and sports venues will have their capacity cut by half. Dubai's vast shopping malls as well as hotels, swimming pools and private beaches must operate at 70% of the equipped capacity. Restaurants and cafes are required to close by 1 a.m. Life-threatening situation. Snow wind hammer U.S. Northeast. A powerful winter storm engulfed the U.S. Northeast on Monday, blanketing much of the region in heavy snow, blasting coastal areas with high winds and bringing New York City under the other major urban centers to nearly a standstill. The northeastern East Coast storm, with winds blowing from the northeast, could bring accumulations of 1 to 2 feet, that is 31 centimeter to 61 centimeter, to the country's most densely populated region before tapering off on Tuesday. The National Weather Service said by early morning evening, the northeaster had dumped as much as 27 inches of snow in parts of Jersey and Pennsylvania and 70 inches in parts of New York City. More than 13 inches covered Manhattan's Central Park as bands of snow began moving north into New England. Now let's have a look at today's sports news headlines. Indian cricketers cleared to train after negative COVID results. Members of the Indian cricket team have returned negative results in their latest COVID-19 test and have been cleared to begin their outdoor training from Tuesday for the 4-match test series that begins here on Friday. The Indian cricket team completed their quarantine period today in Chennai. 3 RT-PCR tests for COVID-19 were conducted at regular intervals and all the tests have returned negative results. The team will have their first outdoor session today from 5 p.m. and next session will begin from tomorrow, BCCI said in a statement on Monday. To support World Anti-Doping Agency's mission for clean sports, the government has marginally increased its annual contribution from Rs 2 crore to Rs 2.5 crore in the Union budget for 2021 and 22, announced on Monday. However, there is no mention of the budget for all the National Anti-Doping Agency. One reason could be that the moment New Delhi's National Doping Agency laboratory is under suspension after WADA took a decision last month to suspend it for another 6 months for not following WADA guidelines. That's all from today's news headlines. Thank you for watching Prag Digital. This is Sourav signing off from the studio.